Howdy do, cashews, it's your boy Heffa Tanks, back with another tank review for you guys, and today we have the GSOR 1008. Now you can see in the background the skills and the perks I'm running. The perks, I'm pretty much just running anything with camo and a little bit of gun handling, and then for the equipment I'm running things that will help the gun handling, mainly the aim time, and then I help the camo out a little bit with the camo net, and then I helped a little bit of everything out with vents. So those are the best things that I think you should run on this tank. But hey, put it up however you guys like. But try this setup. I think you guys will enjoy it. So, the GSOR. This is not a British medium or light tank. This is a Tank Destroyer Tier 8 premium tank that you get with the $6,000 gold season pass. Now, if you get the $6,000 season pass, honestly, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Just for this tank alone. This tank is really, really good, you guys. It's it can do a little bit of everything, honestly, except heavy tank stuff. But it can do light tank stuff, it can do medium tank flanks, and it can do tank destroyer sitting at the back and just firing off these shots. So, let's talk a little bit about this tank. It has a 320 alpha with 4 shots in the autoloader. It has, I think, about a 2-second interclip reload time. 0.27 accuracy when fully aimed. It fires some very nice AP with 226 pen, and if you really want to be a little filthy little motherfucker, then you can load the APCR up and do 321 pen, and you can have, I think it has like 1200 shell velocity or something. Just amazing. Just a solid tank. Now, that's just the gun. The only thing that is not good about this gun is the reload. It has a big boy reload around 36 seconds with a fully built crew and equipment, and that's saying something. Now, it does have a 1200 clip potential, 1300 if you roll nice and whatnot, so that is a lot of alpha damage, so the reload is warranted. It really is. Now, if we're going to be talking about the mobility on this thing, it's also not that bad. It's not good and it's not bad. It says it can get up to 60. You can reach 60 going downhill or on flat ground, but most of the time you'll probably be going around 50 something, 40 something in this tank, which is still not good. Like you'll see right here in the background, as long as you're going downhill, you get up to speed pretty fast and you can easily reach that 60 plus kilometers per hour. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Either way, the mobility isn't horrible on this tank. I don't think it warrants any equipment to help the mobility on this tank. Let's talk about another big plus on this tank. It's steel concealment. This is a sneaky son of a bitch, I'll tell you what. 231 steel concealment if you use all of the right equipment and all of the right crews, which I am doing in this video. And add that onto the very decent vision range, which is 440. Now, that's not even with equipment. If you want to put equipment, you can get that even higher. I don't see why you would really need to, because you're not going to be playing this thing like a... I mean, you can. I guess you can technically, but most of the time, you won't need that crazy vision range. You'll have other people spotting for you. Now, in this game that you're going to be seeing, you're actually going to see me put that 440 vision range to work, and I will sort of be a scout for a little bit. And it works. It really does. Now, should you be doing this every single game? Probably not. But I'm very comfortable on this map, and I was pretty comfortable in this tank at this point, so I felt okay doing it. Now, with that vision range and that steel concealment, you can see that there's a nice big buffer in between those two lines, and that is what I like to have. I like that nice buffer zone where I know exactly that I won't get spotted and I will most likely outspot other people, and then once you do spot somebody, you can back up till they're at the very edge of your vision, and then you know that you won't get spotted when you fire at them. So that's what I like to have, a nice thing on this tank. Now, this thing is not perfect, I will admit. The armor on this tank is sort of a pitfall on it. And I say sort of because, honestly, you can bounce shots in this tank. You really can. Off of the upper plate, if you're using all of your gun depression, you will ricochet stuff. Even sometimes off of your turret. Now, your armor is not reliable in any sense of the form. You will usually always get penned. You will bounce sometimes, but most of the time you will get penned. Now this thing, in order to counteract that, has a good camo, and it also has really good gun depression. 11 degrees of gun depression on this thing. So if you're working a ridgeline with this thing and you're showing only the tippy top of your turret, honestly, if you're going in and out and moving, people might honestly not hit you, or they'll bounce off of you. I didn't really experiment with side scraping in this thing, but it does have some spaced armor on the side and a lot of track. So who knows, if you do a super shallow angle off of a building, you might bounce some stuff or your tracks might absorb it. But I didn't really try too much with that, so do with that what you may. The last pitfall of this tank that I can think of is its gun elevation. The gun elevation does struggle on this tank. You saw probably a couple times in this video where I just couldn't bring my gun up onto, like right there. I couldn't bring my gun up onto an enemy because I didn't have enough gun elevation. It wasn't a super annoying thing. It only happens on super mountainy terrain like this. Other than that, you're sort of chilling. Now, my overall take from this tank, is it worth the money? Yes, I do think that it is worth the money. You get a very solid tank at tier 8 that makes you good silver, that is very mobile, it can do a lot of different things, and that's what I like about tanks. I like tanks that can do a little bit of everything. I don't like one-trick pony tanks, and this is not one of them. You can see in this game that I was able to accumulate a decent sum of my own damage, and also 3,000 assistance, which just goes to show you that you can be a scout in this thing and get assistance damage. It's as simple as that. I was probably averaging around 3,000, 4,000 damage in my games with these things, so it can hold its own for sure. And in a platoon, it's so much fun. Fun factor on this thing is 10 out of 10. Super fun tank to play. Anyway, you guys, that is going to be a wrap for this video. Do me a favor, let me know what you guys think about this tank. Go down to the comments and let me know. Ammo rack the like and subscribe button. Go hit the bell in the top right. I got more videos coming, y'all, so stay tuned, alright? Alright, catch you guys in the next one.